Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Alpha 3.8.1b is now on the PTU, and they've revealed MedBed gameplay, so there's also a good few more fixes to 3.8.1's build too. Let's take a look at the basic MedBed gameplay though. Medical beds can now be used for healing and to respawn you if you die. Your default spawn point will be the last major station or landing zone that you've been to. However, you can now set manually your respawn point to a medical bed by going up to that bed and then lying in it and then setting as preferred ICU as an interaction. So that's intensive care unit. Medical bed spawning can only be done in a medical bay and medical bed at the moment, and in this build for 3.8.1b it's just for the 890 jump. You can also clear the preferred ICU by doing the same interaction. Instead of set, it's clear though, and you can tell if you've set a bed to your preferred ICU because it will change from set to clear. Then when you die, you will respawn in that bed. However, if the ship is not available because it's been destroyed or it's despawned or something, then you'll go back to your default location as your spawn point until you manually set another medical bed. Additionally, if the player is injured, they can go up to a medical bed and heal themselves by selecting Treat Injuries as an interaction, which is only visible when a player has wounds that can be treated. This is an amazing sort of like addition to the game for those that want to host sort of planned events or have org PvP battles or just test out doing silly things and then having a medical ship, having a ship there so you can spawn people out for a lot of quick turnover if you want to do a race, if you want to do a sort of battle royale or whatever, and then also having an area to heal people as well. Expect the Cutlass Thread and Carrack to both have this type of functionality. In the short term, I would genuinely expect it to be just immediately available upon those ships release, in addition to that 890 jump. I have been informed that CIG are currently polishing the Cutlass Thread, as it needs a couple of things left to get it into the 3.8.1 build, but I do believe that it's still coming with the 3.8.1 build. There's some more additions and bug fixes with the patch as well. They added weight and instruction objective and timer to patrol mission starts. They've added a checkbox in game options to disable film grain graphical effect, which is a really awesome addition because people were having problems with film grain. Security scans now give people more time to stop. They've added weapon report audio for ship weapons in atmosphere. They've updated surface VFX for the Pisces. They've updated surface VFX for the Pisces. They've reworked and updated the Drake Cutlass thruster audio. They've improved audibility of ship component overheat cockpit warnings as well. And bug fix wise, players should no longer occasionally lose all their UEC upon relogging. Great fix. Drug assets should once again have the correct VFX and sound effects when destroyed. Contracts should now properly reset offerings when a player hacks away their crime stat. They fixed placeholder text for the Pisces and bugged damage states and shields on the Caterpillar, causing it to take no damage. They also fixed some rest stops missing Crying Astro services. The delivery boxes should no longer be dropped when using a ship ladder. They fixed escort rescue missions so the location the player is directed matches the location of the mission. Players should no longer occasionally become unresponsive when transitioning between EVA and ship or vice versa. They fixed missing audio on the Cutlass landing gear. They fixed an issue where when attempting to quantum travel, if a player triggered the misalignment warning and then realigned the cursor, the warning alarm would continue to play. And they fixed a missing ship computer UI audio trigger for low ammo, and missing diegetic music AXAB outlets in rest stops. Audio-driven camera shake should now function properly again, and they fixed 2 client crashes and a server crash. Stability and gameplay-wise, servers seemed a lot more stable to me. I was in a full server as well, and I didn't crash for the hour I played. Client or server, it seemed good. The general performance around Hurston's Lawville's landing zone, though, was not great, though. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. There was hitching. There were reasonably low frame rates between the sort of like 30 to 40 area, and really I want a solid 60 constantly, but it was sort of like the lower end of what I think is okay to play at. Obviously, if I was doing something required me to do combat or was a bit intensive, I'd be upset at those frame rates, but when I'm moving around a landing zone, not so much trouble at the moment. There's a few things you can actually get involved in with this patch as well. So there's still a large a known issues list that CIG are working through. I think there's 29 issues currently listed for that known issues list, and some of them are quite big bugs. But if you jump on the PTU yourself, it is open to anyone with a game package. I believe you get access to all the ships at the moment as well, so you can test a lot of different things. There are a few things to get involved with, as I said, though. Bug regression tests and a help with a specific bug that's a ship rapid despawn after summon, a problem that CIG are trying to nail down. I'll link the threads on those down below, and you can get involved with them if you're playing in the PTU. Get involved. That's what you're supposed to do with Star Citizen. That's what you're supposed to do if you're playing in the PTU's wheels and stuff like that. Have your say, help with the bugs. Your volunteer QA. That's the way I see playing Star Citizen at the moment. Helping shape the game by finding in the little buggies. And that's it for my 3.8.1 update. If you are playing 3.8.1, I'd love to know your experiences. Are you having a much more stable time than with the first version of the PTU? What do you think of MedBed spawning and healing? Do you think it will just be working with the 890 jump in the short term, or do you think as the Cutlass Red and Carrack are launched that will have that functionality immediately with those medbays there? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway for January 2020. It's for an Anvil Arrow and Star Citizen game package. Just comment on any of my videos made this month to be in for a chance. More details in the description below. Oh, it's time to shill. If you're looking for a VPN, then consider NordVPN. They have many advantages over free VPNs, but are incredibly cheap, and I use them and can recommend. There's Shadow as well, which is an alternative to owning your own gaming PC. They give you a sort of Windows 10 environment focused on gaming, and it leverages the power of your internet and their cloud so that you can stream it to any device or other PC or laptop or phone or whatever. And you can now order systems with varying scales of hardware for up to 4K gaming, and as always, it works fantastically well with Star Citizen. It's an extremely affordable way to get access to a high-spec PC. Links below to Shadow and Nord, and make sure you use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to support my channel further, consider becoming a Patreon or YouTube member via the join button, or sharing my videos, or liking and subscribing. Take care, and I'll see you in the verse.